Thank you, Rob. Appreciate the prime, bro. Hello, everyone. How you, Sky? How you doing? Conan, Dream, Rob, Yoshi, Nux, how you doing? V-Rush, how you doing? Lane, arrow to the knee? Oh, I hurt myself today, yeah. Not arrow to the knee, but stairs to the knee. I don't talk about it. But also, yeah, I'm just really clumsy, I guess. 265, bro's got 63 more builds today. Yeah, we're doing number 2 of 65 today. So we got 63 extra builds I'll get to eventually, one of these days. Also, I'm using a new streaming platform for my music. So let me know if it's too loud. Lo-Fi Girl has been really bad for me. It's been constantly copyright striking me on YouTube and stuff like that. And I'm afraid it's going to do it here. So I'm getting a little sick of it personally. And then I checked on their website and they no longer have the page which says that you can use the music copyright free as long as you put the credits in the description. It seems like they've now switched to a platform in which you have to pay them. And it doesn't really tell you what you have to apply, which isn't really super great, you know? So yeah, you had a copyright notice on Twitch as well on one of your streams last week. Yeah, it's getting a little frustrating and it sucks. So hi Fuse, how you doing? YH, wait, really? Is that, I don't know, see the YouTube usernames I'm not too familiar with. Bleh, a little bit, yeah. Hi Fusebox, how you doing? Hello JQ. Actually, let me pull up my my build log for today. What mouse he's using? I am using the WL mouse Beast. And then I believe this one here is
over
from...
a year, hope you're having a nice Thursday.
Thank you so much, Bull. Appreciate it, man. Damn, 15 months. That's crazy. This one here is from mechanicalkeyboards.com. That's where I got this one. Oh shit, it's not Thursday? Bull, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you at all. Not even in the slightest, man. I get it. I get it, dude. Keycult. Alright, so we're going to be doing... MX2As, yes, Type Plus, the Goatit stabs. I think we have Type Plus in the box. We do. Nice. And we're going to be doing, for layouts, we have... Where's the layout here? God, my knee hurts so much. Actually, why you're in chat anyways, you can probably just tell me. I don't see a layout option here, but I'm just assuming we're doing the standard 7U step caps lock maybe. I'm assuming. I'm guessing. Hello everyone. The weather has been crazy today, and then also it was humid as hell today. Guys, is this pause my music? Nice. I walked outside for like, I'm not even kidding you, 20 minutes to go. Actually, let me tell you guys the full story. I'll tell you guys the knee and then I'll tell you guys what happened to my camera. So it was so humid today, and I guess the difference in humidity and temperature from inside to outside was so crazy that I had wanted to take a few photos outside for Novelkeys stuff, and I brought out my camera, and within a few seconds the lens on the front fogged up from humidity. So I ran back inside and I kind of like let it, come to temperature, which sounds weird for a camera. And then I had to, just baby it for a little bit. But yeah, really crazy. I've never seen that happen before. So that was a little bit disturbing. But within like 10 or 15 minutes of me being outside, I was already drenched in, like, not even sweat. I feel like it was just humidity. And then what happened to my knee? Well, unfortunately, everybody, I was walking up the stairs. This is a very difficult thing. I was walking up the stairs, and I don't know, man. I space out sometimes. I got a lot on my mind these days. All the time, I got a lot on my mind, and I'm not very good at focusing, I suppose. So I stubbed my toe, and then as I stubbed my toe, I tripped forward a little bit, and I ended up hitting my knee really hard. So there's that. Why is my camera so zoomed in? God damn. The weather's been wild down my way too. Crazy flooding from the rain. Dude, it's crazy, right? This guy is sharing an event that has occurred. Isn't it crazy, Ad? Does anyone feel like 7U spacebars are just a little bit more sluggish? I have not had that experience, but that's interesting observation. Maybe something I'll mentally look out for now. My little Kiwi. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, man? You're getting old? Can you please not remind me? That'd be great. Let's just keep it, you know. Nice shirt. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. I got my Type Ks and Alex, a super interesting Switch. Aren't they really good? I love the Type Ks. I'm super into them. Or isn't it super good? Like, wait, Type K. Do you mean the Type Rs? Sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong thing right now, iPod. I will pay any price for the symmetry of the bottom row. I love 7U. Oh, kind of like how Bauer Light has it? Or the Bowers have it? I thought for a sec that I heard you were using goat stabs. I wish I still had a set of those. What are your thoughts on the Eden Round 2? It's a good board. I think that it's not perfect. Well, the prototype I used wasn't perfect. The Eden itself, I wish they'd do a little bit of things different with that. Like, I feel like if it was up to me right now, like, yes, it is a good board. Exactly what Utoy just said, minus the Geon feet, the long strips of silicone for feet. I don't personally care for that too much, and I think that would maybe deter me a little bit, because there are some ways you can kind of make it better, but like it would sort of deter me, yeah. Alex, guess who built his first and second custom board this week? Was it you? The Icky Aurora is a really fun board. I loved that board when Wuche put that out. Where do people find artisan keycaps at? Ooh, man. Are you talking about like the world of resin? I don't know if I want to go down that route personally and let you know where, but I mean, there's a list on my website. I sort of have a list of artisans. I don't know if all those makers still actively make things. I'm not really part of that world anymore. That world is its own beast in the keyboard hobby, I feel. But, I mean, you can always just go for, like, metal keycaps and stuff. There's always that option. I don't know, man. Resin is crazy. All right. Keycult time. I already took it out just because I wanted to not struggle with the Keycult box before stream. So, let's grab this packaging here. Let's take this apart. Ooh, actually, let me put this down like this first. That is nice. Oh, this is really pretty. Damn. It's a bit more rosy than what's appearing on stream. Damn. That is very pretty. Save that for later. Does it have no screws in it? I'm assuming it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, it has a bit of a rose gold. I don't think my camera is 100% picking up the rose gold here. God damn, though. This is... Is that stripped or is that lighting? No, this is the machined pattern on the bottom of these Keycults. They're... What did Keycult officially call these? Like unfinished or something like that? Machine finished? That is actually so nice. I wish the rose goldiness of this appeared better. Actually, not even on this camera. Diagonal unfinished. Okay. This is so nice. Also, what's up, Why? How you doing? Damn. Baked chicken and roasted pepper? Oh, I kind of want some. Good evening. How you doing, Sam? Damn. Yeah, that is mine. It was a personal one. The other one that they sent over, though, I haven't built. The copper one. That one there, I'm not sure if it's a personal one, but yeah, that one there, I haven't built yet. We'll do that one there another day, though. There's a lot of keyboards, guys. I'm trying to enjoy the hobby still, you know? How does the inside look for this? Oh, yeah, this is 3 pieces. I always forget. Ooh, this is so pretty. Actually, I even like the The black anno here looks pretty good too. Has like a... It's almost like not crazy. It's not like... It almost has like a gray shade to it, which I kind of like. I'm assuming... I haven't looked at the keycap set yet. I'm kind of peeking at it now, but I'm guessing Olivia's going on this. Like, I can't see any other keycap set that's... I feel like Olivia's perfect for this. Wait, did you repaint your wall? I did! It's green! I've been enjoying the green wall. The white wall felt too sterile for the room. It's green, though. I kind of wish I did something different with the cable holders that run up to the camera, but it's okay. I don't think there's a better way to do this, and I didn't want to punch holes into the wall to run some cables that I actively always change out. So these are like little things that I painted myself, and you can open them and the cables hide in there. They're just like cable runners. Debatable on that part, but man, it fucked. Thank you, Gantier. I appreciate that, man. I'm about to buy a record, Alex? Or Alice? Oh, I don't know. Which one's that one there, Ocean? I don't know which one that one there is. Enjoying? I'm typing on a device. I'm typing my... wait, in my typing device hobby? True. This is a interesting hobby for that, huh? Alright, well, I'm going to put this to the side. And I guess let's tackle the stabs first. So what do we got here? We have our plate. We have screws. So I think the goal of today, if the client doesn't mind me sharing the overall direction, was they had a hot swap PCB and they're looking to install the switches that they had, which they had modded, into a solderable PCB. Very nice. Good job on modding the switches too. Very, very nice sounding already. When are you going to play Night Rain? I'm still debating. I'm not 100% sure. Will you sell keycaps to clients for builds? I can source keycaps. I won't sell my own collection just because, honestly, they're not in great condition. I got my Vanagon in the mail yesterday and feel so blessed that the creator ran it again. Wait, when did they run it? Did you start KDC 2? What's that? Back in January? Oh yeah, I think I remember. I do think I remember that now. What switches and stabs do you have in the ATA? My usual MX2As and stabs. I think I put cherry clip-ins in that. Why Ash Cubes is shutting down? Ooh, nice plate too. Damn. I don't know the actual reason why Ash Cubes is shutting down. I'm assuming maybe just burnt out of the hobby, burnt out of being a vendor. Like, these aren't the easiest of all the jobs in the world. I think with keyboards, you kind of have to really be on your toes, and I think the group buy model is also really strained, like really draining mentally for vendors as well. So keyboards are kind of slowing down as well, you know? Is it going to read Zany's? Oh, here it is.
Easter egg for office workers. If you go on to Excel and press Ctrl plus left, then Ctrl plus down, you will reach cell XFD10485576. If you put a dot in there, then Ctrl plus A and fill every cell in black, you can then print 34 million pages from your office printer and get fired perchance in the holy of the perchance from the bottom of my perchancest heart. Happy 16-month anniversary mustache guy that obviously isn't Morgan J. Perchance.
Love you, Zany. Appreciate you, man. Love you, buddy. Okay, let's open up this guy. Seriously, Ash Keeps is shutting down. Shame, I really like that shop. Ash is pretty cool. Hope he ain't leaving the hobby completely. I hope not either. Oh my god, dude. What is with these goddamn fucking... Dude, do I even want to risk taking this out this way? Why? Do you mind if I cut this open? Do you mind? I kind of don't want to ruin the PCB, you know? And I also don't know if you want to keep this bag or not, but I'd love to just cut. Okay, thank you. Skill issue? Bro, hello from Korea. Hi, Weber. How you doing? Come on, bro. No, I was actually playing Overwatch today. A little bit. I took a little break after I smashed my knee.
It's just preparing you for the JST cable, like a warm-up. Let the hate flow through you, Alex.
Is there going to be another Star Wars movie this year? Or next year? Or any Star Wars programs? Speaking of letting the hate flow through me. God, I love Wilba PCBs. Actually, this is a really good condition Wilba PCB. Nice. Very nice. I see Keycult haven't changed from the vacuum sealed PCB bags. Dude, I feel like a lot of brands do this, and I have seen it. Unfortunately, so many people destroy their PCBs to get these things open. So it's it's pretty sad, I think, a little bit. You know, a little bit. All right. It's inspiring to watch someone who's built 1,000 keyboards struggle to get a PCB out of the packaging. Is it inspiring or sad? I'll let you be the decision maker here. All right, we'll put this in the keyboard afterwards. Move this over for the time being, and also grab our stubs. Finally built my F1 with the plateless kit. Big waste of time, unfortunately. Even with 2 plateless clips on the bottom, it's super minimal change from using the aluminum. Actually, even in feel, Rob? I would have assumed the opposite. Oh yeah, the plate is anodized. I don't think this is copper. It is kind of like a brushed look, which is interesting to see, but okay, let's mod our stabs one at a time here. Makes me feel less bad about my own struggles. I'm glad I can do that. Ah, man, we all struggle. I have experience in building keyboards, but like it doesn't exempt me from, you know, not being perfect doing them. Hi from Switzerland. Hi, Lisa. How you doing? Is it Lysera? Lysera? Do you think the Dimium at $100 is a good deal? Dude, the Dimium at $100 is an insane deal. Like, the Dimium's a good board. It does need some tweaking, and I wish it didn't ship with the FlexCut PCB. But like, $100 for that thing is a great deal. You can't go wrong, in my opinion. That's a no-brainer. What's this? Recently got my own Neo 60 core, and the main reason I went with the core over the CU was your video on it, you saying it's better sounding. That sealed the deal for me, given how I love simple-looking boards. I love my board a lot. Sounds and feels great, dude. I'm telling you, I don't know why they released the CU and the core at the same time. I agree. I think the core is a better board in general. Like, way better. Yeah, King Drowsy, that is a really good price for that. $100 is insane. NK Dream Switches with Duroc V3s, GMK dots. Hell yeah. Yeah, the core is so good. Does the NK X Keycult keys also have the Wilba PCB? No, it's actually now done by Yonkar. So the new Keycults are Yonkar PCBs, which are also very good PCBs. Yonkar is amazing. I've met him plenty of times in person. Good guy. A 65 core? You know what's weird about that? I think 65 O-ring boards are kind of always hit and miss. Like 60 O-ring boards are usually really good, but 65s, I feel like you have to do it right. Solaris or Parabolica? Oh shit. The Parabolica is a deeper sounding board. The Solaris is a standard O-ring kind of sound profile, and it is, if you're looking for an O-ring board, then just, I think the Solaris is like a no-brainer at that point. But yeah. Oh, sorry. Was Solaris... No, Solaris, was it top mount or was it O-ring? I thought it was O-ring for some weird reason. I'm misremembering all the boards that have come out recently. Anyways, the Solaris is a brighter sound profile. Both, right? Okay, it is. Okay, perfect. It's a little bit brighter. I feel like it's a little bit more neutral. If you go with the Parabolica, I feel like because of those big chunky bottoms, you're getting a deeper sound no matter what you do. I really liked all of the releases recently. I think the Parabolica had the best presentation. If I'm being really, if you want the whole like A to Z from opening a product, I think the Parabolica wins. Like, it was just such a pleasure opening the box, and it made you feel good and stuff, which I think is, you know, it's important, but not like, you know, make or break for the end product. But they seem to have it all with that board, which is awesome. I think the real sleeper board, well, not sleeper, I think the board that everyone should be looking out for, other than 60s that have come out recently, is that DK1 TKL that we recently did. That, I think, is going to be a big release this year. I think it comes out in a few days. Hydrate? I'll gladly have some water. Both together? I wouldn't do both together, but I like O-ring. I think is more like my sound profile. With top mount though, with top mount you have to do, for me anyways, a plastic plate. That is usually my combination of sound there. Thank you. Everyone seems to really like my haircut. I appreciate it, guys. That makes me feel good. Sometimes I don't feel so good about my hair and myself. You know what I mean? Thank you. And thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll have another set of switches put on my website in the next day or two as well. Thank you, guys. Looking fresh. Thank you, guys. If Alex and I were the last two people on Earth, I would attempt to repopulate the human race. Huh? With me? Dania supporter, dude, I never get these lives. Sweet. I'm glad you're here. We can all just hang out. Alex, our Alexotos switch is going to be unlubed too. Not off the get-go. I think the first batch that we're doing. So, okay. If you guys are curious, the granite switches that we're working on with Type Plus, the ones that I collabed with, there's going to be unlubed and lubed. The lubed versions are very unique in the way that they're done. It's a dry lubricant, so think of it like a PTFE kind of coating. It's not your standard kind of application with, 205 and it's just kind of messy. I have tested a metric butt ton of the granite switches, the ones with their lubricant that they've applied, the factory. They're very consistent. I obviously, I am biased saying this, so just take this with a grain of salt. But out of all the switches I've ever tried, I have never seen more consistency in lube application from a factory. Now, with that being said, I still like putting on my own lube. I think the factory lube is really good, but obviously, you can apply different types of lube and different ways to coat it in different areas. So yes, we will be doing unlubed, but we'll only be doing lubed first. We're trying to get the highest quality control possible with these switches. So with that being said, there's not going to be crap tons of batches that come out for those things immediately. So I think it's slow releases for everything. Have you tried a resin keyboard? I've tried a wooden resin keyboard. like together, like a combination unit, you know? The granites are a bit in the middle. Like, I think they're closer to milky yellows than anything. With aluminum, for example, like granites are really nice sounding. In fact, I might be using them soon for a build, but yeah, they're really nice sounding. I'm waiting on some more of them actually, because I'm almost done. Well, I'm pretty much done with my units that I have. So, but yeah, if you want brighter out of the new Type Plus stuff, like super bright, well, not super bright, but like, you know, I'd say like the standard amount of brightness, the NK Classic Blues would be better. So you won't have to cherry pick them? No, you won't have to at all. That's the idea. Like, the idea would be just have them and they feel good. So, comic, yeah, I mean, if you're used to one platform, then I'd say stick to the platform type thing. I've got enough Alexotos Obscurus for 60% when they first came out, and I'm planning to get more in order to build a TKL now. Any idea if the mold and materials have changed in the last years? No. I literally just built with some of the newer batches, and they felt exactly the same. In fact, I think I was using them hand in hand with some of my old stuff, and it felt identical. You said you like to carry random modding items like springs and films and such. I would definitely be a supporter of that. Yeah, that's my... It's funny. Funny you mentioned that. I actually was talking to someone about that today. That's my end game goal right now. I like modding things. Like, I think as I still do keyboards after all these years, I like doing a few things. I like building client boards. I like fixing things. And I like modding switches. I've always liked modding switches. So, in January, I think actually it was January or February, I started dabbling and just selling the hand lube switches. And I think I'd like to also carry some parts or just cool things that maybe other vendors don't carry. It wouldn't be running a full vendor. Like, I wouldn't be a full vendor. It would just be some little things that I like. And that way there I can bulk order things and then just have them. So I feel like that's a natural progression for you in your merch. Very on brand. Thank you, Bern. Appreciate it, man. Have you Franken-switched anything at all? I recently did. I did some SP stars with some cherry stems, and I thought they were really, really good. You haven't dabbled in making Franken-switches, though? I have. I've done tons of Franken-switches. I've done only one recently, though. Like, I don't go out of my way to do tons of Franken-switches, though. Question for you, Alex. I've got a set of Broken and Nixies coming in. 3.5 million actuations. I would do a long spring comic, like a 22 millimeter spring, with a very light coat of lube. Like, extremely light. Nice.
Hi QT, love you.
Thank you, Oak.
Looking forward to seeing you in October.
Dude, me too, man. I can't wait to see you guys again. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Dude, Sam, I feel you on that. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like, no vendor has all the stuff that I want. Like, the specific things that I want. So that's why I was considering doing that, so. But like I said, I don't want to carry, like, full-on switches. I don't want to carry... I only want to carry, like, a little bit of modding things. So it'd be, again, small batches, like, not crazy amount of quantities. Just make sure you keep the housings together if you're modding broken in switches. Yes, that's a very good suggestion. You do want to do that. Steve, thank you so much, bro.
Let's go.
Ooh, let's go, bro. What's going on? Thank you, man. I appreciate the Prime. Thank you guys again for all the support and whatnot. I really do appreciate it, guys. How would you describe the comparison between CNC acrylic and PC keyboards in terms of sound profile? I don't think I've tested enough acrylic boards to give you a good answer here. I feel like I give you a bad answer, and I don't want to do that. Can you please say sorry? Just because you have a Canadian accent? Sorry. It's like the only word I say with the accent, though, okay? That's it. I don't think I say anything else. I think that's it. I recently Franken switched some of your original first batch NK cream stems that I broke in over past 4 years in my MX2. It sound incredible. Hey, yo! Yeah, dude, cream stems are really good. I've always been a big fan of cream switches. Where the hell is my thing here? That's actually a good combination. I should do something like that too. How do you say creek? Creek. I don't know. How are you supposed to say it? God damn it. You get a little bit of the Kermit-like voice. Excuse me? What are you trying to say right now? What? Okay, you know what? It's creek. Kale stems and cherry housings are incredible. Dude, they are a blessing. You guys are gaslighting me right now. I'm being gaslit. This is unacceptable. What is the difference between heavy springs and triple actuations in terms of feel? Okay. This is one that I have tested a shit ton of springs. I kind of went crazy with springs in the last year. If you were to give me a 22 millimeter spring and it was to weigh, or it would have a spring weight of 58 grams, and you were to give me a 58 gram triple stage, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you the difference. I still am not completely sold on triple stage versus double stage versus single stage. The only difference I can possibly perceive is a bit more snappiness, which effectively kind of changes the way the switch would return in a lot of ways. That's it. Other than that, you really have to be sitting there, feeling each switch to kind of even grasp that. But again, on a normal basis, it's not something you're gonna pick up immediately. So, I don't think there's a huge difference, if any at all. My honest take after using a bajillion of those things. Consistency with springs is even more important. That is very true. That's why when you see the plus minuses in some springs, it's very important that they're not crazy in terms of tolerance there. This is an OG Keycult. Well, I guess it's kind of OG. Back when Keycult was still making things, I suppose. 150 grams? There you go. Those are some strong fingers, my guy. Actually, why, if you're in chat right now, do you want me to min-max the spacebar? And it says no. It's almost like and it wasn't the client. Yes? Okay. Is this an original Keycult or no? This is an original. OG. Would love to see more ortho-linear options on the market. I know they're niche, but I love them. The thing is, can I keep it a buck? The orthos are really cool, but when people make custom orthos, it's kind of what always happens. Nobody buys them. And then the vendors who make them end up, or vendors or even designers, they end up not running anymore, or they just fall through. So as cool as they are, and I agree, they are fun, and I would love to see more options on the market for those. There's just not enough people, and maybe it's marketing as well. There's just not enough people purchasing them. So it's a bit unfortunate, but it does kind of, it kind of makes sense. Screw-in will still work, but not for the O-rings. You have to do clip-ins if you want to do O-ring on the Manta. I got a pair of Oil Kings to see what the big deal was. But the springs and lube on the... Oh, dude. Oil Kings? Their recent stuff, the recent batch of Oil Kings has been all right. Dude, I've never cared for Oil Kings. I agree. It's Gatoron, right? Gatoron does not do good with stock lubricant. Gatoron's terrible, man. They're one of the worst brands right next to Cherry. when it comes to stock lube. They're terrible. They're shit. I would never recommend anyone to like trust Gateron stock lube on anything. Like legitimately one of the worst brands. Genuinely makes me so sad when I see any keyboard that wasn't a scam flop. It's like seeing an empty art gallery. It makes me sad too, for sure. It's like another switch that I don't quite understand the super big hype is the Marandi switches. I thought they were just okay when I tried them for the first time, and I never kind of went back. Like, they kind of felt flat. Like, they sounded a little bit flat, and I just never really kind of got the huge hype. Like, they're okay in some boards. Yes, the Type R's need hand lubing. Absolutely. Fried, bro. You're like the 15th person to say that. Oh my god. They're the YouTuber switch? Are they actually? Is that what that's considered? The Marandis are YouTuber switches? This is a really nice plate. Are you... Is this aluminum? Damn, this kind of looks like copper. Cool. Damn, that is actually really pretty. Very nice. Do you still recommend the Mode Envoy today for its price? I mean, yes, I think the Envoy is a really good keyboard, and I think you'll still enjoy the Envoy. It has out of all the mode boards, it has kind of its unique sound profile. It's a bit brighter than all the rest of them, but I think the new 65 is a safer purchase. The lattice mounts on the new 65 are just built better. The old Envoy lattice blocks, like the OG lattice blocks, aren't that great. They'll kind of sag eventually just from the construction of them, while the new ones are a lot like thicker. Do you recommend the new 65 or the upcoming Encore? Did they say how they're going to run that Encore? Are they doing that Encore as like a limited in-stock type thing? Is it like the rest of the Encores where it's been like just a little bit? If they're doing just a little bit and you're worried about not picking one up, then I don't think you're going to be hurt by buying a 65. But the Encore is a really good board. But either way, like, I mean, okay, I do prefer the Encore overall. I think it's actually a bit more of a comfortable board for how its front height is too, but... Some of the new Uniq's HMX switches are mind-blowing. Dude, HMX, I am so glad they didn't fall into the same trap a lot of these other manufacturers did. They're doing great. No complaints. And why? Do you want a stepped or regular caps? I might have missed that from earlier. I think it's the only question I have. And also, if you see anything wrong, let me know. HMX and Bison are killing it. I do like Bison stuff. I do. The Loranges from Bowl. Good old Bowl. Bowl's a good guy. My HMX cheeses went mushy after some time? Mushy? Huh. Oh, well, JWK is, I think, the prime example of vendors that kind of went poo for switches. They were like, I can sit here and I can legitimately say HMX. Okay, JWK was the HMX of its time. Then JWK just dropped the ball. Like, they just screwed up every switch possible. They made tons of mistakes. And then there was just like nothing for a while. When HMX came on the scene, there was some issues, and then when they were making their revised housings, there was a chance for them to kind of fall into the same trap as JWK, but they didn't, which is great. There's also been some other Switch manufacturers who've kind of... I mean, I love Gateron stuff, don't get me wrong, but Gateron, I feel like a lot of their releases are hit and miss because of their factory loop, and I really wish they would just fix that process, you know? And then KTT also, I feel like they didn't fall from grace per se, but like, I feel like KTT could have done a lot more with everything, but they just didn't. True, it's a shame, like Milky Yellow's factory lube are just throwing money down the drain. Yeah, like I would never use the Milky Yellow's factory lube. Thanks for explanation. Anytime, anytime. Mode 65 2024 Copper Bottom PC Top or Eden Round 2. I think you'll enjoy the board either way. If you're asking me, Sushi, I'd probably go with the Mode 65. I think the big thing there is the feet. The big thing is just the Eden has feet that I'm not like 100% on. Also, I'm not sure if Y answered this, so I'll just wait till the end. Plus, I can always desolder that if it's incorrect. I think enjoy YouTube plus lube sessions way too much to ever settle for factory lube. Yeah, it's nice, right? Just being able to like turn on a movie, a YouTube thing, a Twitch stream, and just like lubing switches. It's fun. What was the upgrade from the Neo 65, Alex? What do you mean by that, Danya? You mean like the next board in line type thing? Look at that. Looking good so far. Collaborating with FaZe. You mean FaZe like the gaming organization? Is that what I'm thinking of, FaZe? Unless I'm misunderstanding crystals. Hi Drudge, how you doing? Any recommendations for more simple macro-enabled boards that don't require software or websites to program? Everything's gonna require something like that. I'm not sure if there's anything that would have like an off thing. I'm not too sure. FaZe Clan making a keyboard for the streamers in their organization? I have never, so I don't mean to, like, this is not a bad thing. In fact, I probably should to help grow the hobby, I suppose, and get more eyes on it. But I've never really been one to, like, go chase collaborations like that. They're cool, and I think they're fun. Like, I've done a few when people have reached out to me. But again, like, I am more into doing this stuff with you guys than doing something for, you know, the sake of attention type thing. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of like being with community rather than organizing those type of things. I don't know. I've never been into it. I kind of always feel like when I do stuff like that, I'm also being a bit clout chasey, and I don't like that feeling. We appreciate you for that. You're a real one. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Speaking of looping sessions, just got my Mode X Alex. Wait, Mode X Alex into mod? Oh, your switches? Hell yeah, dude. Tactile switches? Dude. I wrote an article recently about some new switches that have been on the market right now. Emily, I think you should take a look at Gatoron Type Rs. I think they're the tactile switch right now. It's taking me a little while to find the tactile switch that's made me go, oh, I like tactile switches again. And I think that's the switch that made me like tactile switches again. Not that I didn't like them, but I just wasn't too into them. But I'd use them in a heartbeat. If you gave me Gatoron Type Rs, I'd use them in a heartbeat again. I wouldn't say they're heavy or light. They're kind of nicely in the middle for me. Ironically, the only well-lubed Gatoron is the Type R. I think it's because they put such a little amount and it's a tactile switch, so it doesn't need to be perfect. You know what I mean? Have Type Rs in 3 boards right now? Hell, dude, they're good, right? It's not every day that I get sucked into like a switch like that. Usually, I'm kind of, you guys know me. I like the same like 4 switches for how long now? So when someone comes up with something new that I'm like, damn, that's good, it usually means something. It's okay to suck at lubing. Wait, what happened? Exactly, it's okay to suck at lubing it? For which one, Burn? How's my Hall Effect journey going so far? I mean, it's going. I'm still using the Ducky board. Haven't really swapped from that too much. Oh, the Type R. Okay, I get you, Burn. I got you. Burn, how's your board, by the way? That's a good sentence, and it loves that, bro. Ducky's inductive, though? Well, okay, when I say Hall effect, I usually mean analog as a whole. But yeah, analog switches, I'm into that. But if you're talking just Hall effect, I haven't really done much recently. Like, I've done one board. That's it. If you're really lazy, just put all the stems and switches into a bag and dump 105. How dare you say that? How dare you? Never do that. That's a waste of lubricant. Oh wait, you said springs. Oh, springs. I didn't read the next line. Sorry, Thomas said springs. Yeah, I would never bag lube switches. Like the switch stems. Wait. You said stems and switches. Stems and springs? No, bro, don't ever do that. You said end. I reread this everything. You put the word end in there. Never do that. To each their own. You guys can do it. I do not think it's a good idea. Oops, wrong button. I do not think it's a good idea, dude. I think I've done it once or twice, and honestly, it was the most painful experience having to clean those things. Thomas, I've done it a few times. Marcia actually a long time ago bullied me into doing it, I'm pretty sure. I think it was Marcia. And I've done it, and honestly, it was messy. And also, I feel like I didn't get as consistent results as everyone always says when they do that. I feel like it still wasn't super great. Please tell me exactly how you mod your Milky Yellows in your Pangea Mini. It's hard to... By the way, Thomas, I'm just joking. Love you, buddy. I hope you took that as a joke. I don't think I do anything special past like what I do on the YouTube video that I've made. Yeah, I'm always hungry at it. No, honestly, I've been eating like a little better recently, and I think, as you can tell, it's like it's doing things to my stomach. What was I gonna say? I don't think I do anything different from the YouTube video. It's really just how light. I would put just a light coat of lube. Never go crazy with lubricant, and then just add more depending on what you're trying to get. In my humble opinion, it's not always how you lube your switch. It's how you install everything. So, for example, like today, when you're installing switches, make sure the switches are seated properly. Yours are mushy? Oh, you have to go really light then. Dude, you know, here, let me get a switch. I'm gonna show you. Let me get do I have like a dry switch somewhere that I can show you? Alright, whatever, I'm just gonna grab a random switch. What is this? Let's take this random Geon switch. Where's my switch opener? Switch opener. Okay, when I open the switch, we're left with the stem, a spring, you know. So just kind of separate everything. This is already lubed, so just like follow my example. Grab this and this. First thing I'll do is I'll put this on the stem holder. Here, zoom in a bit. And then I'll grab a bit of lube. Pretend this is, you know what? I probably should just show you the amount I use. So when I grab lube to do the spring, because I usually do springs with 205, I grab literally nothing at all. Like this is how much, so much lube goes on the brush. One sec, guys. I think someone's knocking on my door. One moment. Okay, so what I do, I invite them in for the lube lesson. A little bit of lube, okay? That's number one. 20520. I grab the spring, I put a little bit of lube on the bottom. All right, so this is how the bottom of your spring will look. Then what I do, put the spring back on, the same amount of little lube here, back on the top. Now, there's gonna be residual on this brush. All right, you can either, depending on if you're experienced enough, you can either grab a little bit of lube, same that you were using already, this tiny, tiny, tiny amount, and then brush it on the back first, the front, and the two legs on the front, and then the sides. You don't need much. In fact, I would even say start practicing without putting the extra amount of lube the third time. That's it. You install everything, put your film, do whatever you want. Yeah, I just do 205 on everything. Nice shirt. I'm wearing the same one. Dude, you guys have my merch? That's crazy. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. And that's it. That's how I do it. Dude, I never touch the top housings. I never lube the bottom housings. All you're ever doing is the stem. Again, everyone has their own preferences on how they lube. Some people like it a little bit more substantial, I guess. 105 is spring though. If you want to use 105 on the spring, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I stopped using oils on the spring a long time ago. So I don't really feel the need to do it personally. In fact, I have tested and I don't get much of a different result putting a little bit of 205 versus oils. So, do you use TX films or pour on? I use a foam film, so pour on basically. Doesn't the oil save time though? Maybe. When I open the switch though, I do one switch at a time. I've always lubed that or done that way there. Like when I lube switches, my ideology is even though they're brand new from the factory, if this is how I receive the switch, I'm putting the switch back together like this. I'm not mixing and matching tops. Listen, I know that's like a dumb way to go about it, but it's the way I've always done it. It's just one switch at a time and then you move on to the next. Yeah, plus I spring swap a lot of switches too, so I don't really need to stress too much about that. But then there are some switches which I already have pre-installed stuff. Also, sorry, why did you want stepped? I'm pretty sure we said stepped, right? How's the weather there? It's awful today. It is humid, raining, and just everywhere. Speaking of lube, if you didn't have access to Loctite, would you use some other dielectric grease on the stabs? Honestly, I'd probably just still use 205. I don't think I'd go too crazy with that. Like, I think 205 is like all I'd need personally. There's got a random spring inside here. All right. Yeah, I put 205 on the Type Rs. When I do my Type Rs, guys, like, again, I want to say this, not for the fact that this is not, how can I word this? Sorry, I'm struggling right now. I'm saying this with the intent that regular caps got you. With the intent of trying to save you guys time and money, I really don't think you guys need to spend extra money on different lubes for tactile switches. There are a little bit of a different sound or whatever you want to say. But if you know how to apply your 205, I've never noticed a difference. The application of the 205 and how thick you put on, or even the amount, like, I've never really noticed a huge difference. What's up, Sinister? You want me to look at a DM? Oh, this thing? I saw this, dude. The acupuncture wrist rest. Did you guys, hold on, let me show you guys this. I need to show you guys. Window capture. Of course, it's not going to work. There we go. You guys see this? Kind of looks like a hairbrush. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on this as something that would work. Supposedly it has physical therapy uses. I'd sit on it. I'm not sold. It's not that bad. I feel like I would not. I feel like this would drive me up the walls, personally. Anyways. Saw trap? Oh, man. Why? Is everything looking good with the layout here? 7U, regular caps. If we're good, I'm going to start soldering. Looking good, I think. Does keyboard defense system against non-hobbyists? Honestly, bro. It's for those people who are gluttons for pain. Dude, it's crazy to me. No, it's okay. It is warm here. Actually, the weather, I don't know about in Fahrenheit. It's 23 Celsius. It's also humid. It is stupid humid outside. Like it feels like swimming when you're walking outside. So it was nasty. You sent the layout image? Hold on 1 second. So it is gross outside. I must have missed the layout image. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, 6.25U. Okay, I'll take out everything and redo that quick. Easy peasy, why? Did you send an image? Oh, here it is, at the very, very bottom of this recent email. Got you, got you, got you. We can quickly take these things out. Man, I hope the Cherry Hall effect switches sound like their mechanical support. Wait, what happened? Mechanical counterpart? I highly doubt it. I sort of feel like mechanical switches have a unique sound profile because of the leaf. Don't you guys agree? The Hall effect switches are missing that, unless they just install a leaf for the sake of doing so. You know what I mean? I just want the scratch. I feel like you're never really gonna... I don't know, man. I really don't feel like you're gonna get it. Annette is from Florida. Some of that doesn't surprise me. What did Annette say? No, dude, it was way too humid today. Extremely, extremely humid. The scratch plus top housings would be peak, though. I don't know. I don't know how they would make something like that. Sorry, I didn't catch your area. You're all good, why? Don't even stress. That's I didn't even know there was an image there. Honestly, I need to actually get a better email client because it just bunches all the attachments at the very bottom instead of with the email being sent, and I have to scroll farther. HE with scratch, kind of a good idea though. Oh, Basil, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. It's okay. More time to hang out, guys. Bro, the weather got me like, dude, for real. What switches are these? MX28s. We're just switching the spacebar. The client wants a different spacebar here, so we're just going to switch to a 6.25U. Easy dodged. Oh my gosh. God, I missed the winter. I'm actually not huge on summer. I like spring, fall, and winter. I really couldn't care less. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm not a fan of, you have the wrong link to the board on YouTube? Wrong link to the board. I put a link to a board? Oh, did I put the wrong thing here? Edit. Let me see. Oh, my bad. There shouldn't be any link. I'll switch that. Honestly, I don't like the way YouTube has the bio. The bio just carries over from the last stream, which I hate. I wish it just like refreshed every single time. Dude, honestly, the live streaming on there, like, there's benefits and the perks to everything. Oh, we just put the wrong spacebar on. I'm gonna switch the spacebar really quick. 2-second fix. Well, 2-minute fix. How come you never get Discord noties anymore? Are you signed up on Discord? Like, did you put the role? I don't know, man. A few people have told me that, but I ping Twitch news. Honestly, I don't know. I was? Yeah. I don't have a good... I think there's also a way you have to enable notifications on on Discord. So I'm not 100% positive. Is Uniki sending you a set of Kikobo Ohm? Not that I know of. I can ask. Is it a nice set? Also, do you guys like the music today? I'm using different music. I'm hoping it's nice and it's acceptable. Love it? Okay. Is that green with Cadet Yellow Legends? For which one, sorry? Let's grab this. Here in Brazil, it's cold. Oh my god, I hate it. How cold is cold? Dude, I love the cold. Snuggling up with a nice blankie, you know? Nice warm cup of coffee or just, I don't know, a nice warm drink. Hell yeah, bro. Give me more of that. $20 Celsius? I speak from experience. 20 Celsius is cold for Brazil. Damn, 20 Celsius is like... It's kind of... I feel like this... It's a comfy temp. How different are the Desky V2s from the original? It should be exactly the same. I don't think there's a big difference between those two. Thoughts on the Auto so far? I love it. I think it's really nice. The sound profile of the Auto is like... I think it's... I love the spacebar. I think the alphas on... Maybe it's just this particular version, which is the all-aluminum version. The alphas are a bit flat. Like, they're not super lively, and I'd prefer them to be a bit more lively. But, I mean, they're good. Still good. I have no real complaints. Actually, you know what? This is actually a good thing we did this anyways. I forgot to double check... Yeah, the thing with these Keycult plates, which is something you gotta watch out for if you own one, is these leaf springs kind of tend to get all squished when they pack them. So you kind of gotta readjust them by hand. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. We had to take this off. Same for F1. Yeah, I don't know if there's a better way for people to ship this kind of thing. Oh wait, I forgot one of these switches had sockets on it. I'll find the one with sockets afterwards. Anyone have any thoughts on Gateron summertime switches? Oh, didn't someone recommend me those one time? I haven't used them personally, but I've heard good things. It's slightly bent means OG. You're not wrong. What's this, this Discord channel? Oh boy. My Discord, when it loads up on the web, it just freaks out. It does not like it. Actually, you know what? Let me try to readjust this one here a bit more. Better. Curry switches? Dude, curry switches are value, bro. They're so good. I am all for curry switches. Wish I had an F1. Me too. I have an OG F1, but the new ones are really nice looking. Okay, looks like we're doing the right things. Time perfect. Wait, if you're going from 7... Oh, no. We got lots of switches. Lots and lots and lots. No stress. F1 quickly becoming my favorite board. I think it's become a community favorite pretty rapidly. Everyone kind of goes crazy for the F1s, you know? Everyone kind of goes nuts. Here's the one with the sockets. Been loving my F1 V2 since I got it. Haven't left my desk. Dude, for real. So nice. Dude, Basil, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I hope you've been having a great day today, wherever you are. That's very kind of you to sub. Also, thanks for the gifted earlier, too. They're in stock on Mecha Malaysia, the F1s. Oh, actually? Damn. Well, I think Mecha Malaysia is using, unfortunately, DHL, and DHL in Canada is still under strike right now, so... Even if I were to get that, I don't think I'd ship out, unfortunately, so... Yeah, a lot of stuff's been caught in, kind of locked in transit. I think one of my packages might also now be unfortunately lost because of this whole thing, which is really, really smooge. Gion randomly joined and left my server earlier today. No clue why. Everyone wants to know what you're up to. That's what it was. They're curious. Zion left you guys high and dry. Wasn't Zion like a really big vendor? I thought they were. That sucks if they left. I think F1 and Spider are the TKLs you could ever need. Actually, I will say, hold on, I have it right here. I will confidently say that I've been really enjoying this guy. I think this is another TKL you guys should take a look at. We did this stream the other day. This is the DK1 TKL, and I really think this could be another one that people go, I don't want to say crazy for, but I think a lot of people will genuinely enjoy that board. Turn off the battery? I don't want to. I've been using it. I never turn off my batteries. I'm a Korean fan. How you doing? Hello, hello. But the Manta calls. True. True. Then why is it not on your desk? Because TKLs are too big while I'm streaming. End of story. Ain't it? By the way, ain't it? What's the newest keyboard you're building, my friend? So true. Dude, they're so obnoxious while I'm building keyboards live. Anything more than a 65 is too big. Alright. Why? We're looking good now, I think, right? We've made a little bit of a swap here and plugging in the last few switches. The 21XX has gone to the next streamer. I no longer have the board in my possession. Gonna stick Crimson Cadet on it? for the raw F1. Ooh, that's a nice combo. I F with that combo, bro. Red and raw aluminum. Who did I send it to? Mech Merlin, I think? Mech Merlin gets it next. Manta is going to cure the Kohaku space bar disease I have. What do you mean by that? Wait, that kind of sounds like a compliment, but I'm not sure. I want to clarify. Was that a compliment? I love your patina, by the way. It's actually so pretty. I'm very, very kind. That's very kind of you to say, because I actually thought it was just okay, but I'm glad people seem to really like it. Did you see my DM about patining my Manta? Like, you want me to? Oh boy, that's nerve-wracking. A lot of people have asked me to now. I need to find a better way to... If I'm going to do that, I need to find a good way to set that up. Hold on, I don't like this particular switch. Let's swap this one. I don't know, man. I'm very... Dude, I'm stuttering right now because I'm nervous. Making sure all this... We looking good, we looking good, looking good. Okay, perfect. I spoke like that switch kicked my dog. Dude, that switch had half of the pin, which is not super ideal to solder it. All right, let's grab this. All my wires are tangled, and I hate when I do that. 1 second, everyone. 9 a.m. here in Korea, by the way. Nice to see you streaming. Ooh, morning time. Okay, good morning to you. Yeah, I need to do more streams at international times. A lot of people have been asking for that, and I just haven't been able to. Alrighty, start soldering. Let me just triple check from the image here. I think we're good. We look good. 6.25U. We got a hot swap thing for the spacebar here. Perfect. This is aluminum. Bit deceiving because it's not quite like the case. It's not really the plate color you'd probably think. And then solder. Could you stream the patina process? Unfortunately, I don't think I can. I can record it, but I don't think I can. I don't really think I'd be good at streaming it because I'd have to do it outside. It's not something I'm probably super equipped to do indoors. Oh, you know what? I think I put this in the wrong slot. I did. Let me desolder this one. This one is in the wrong slot. Before we go too far, we're going to quickly remove it. Can you do a 3 AM stream here? Damn. For realsies, 3 AM? Three AM's too crazy for me. I'm at work right now, but decided to join. That rose gold bottom is fire. Dude, it's so nice. Which solder are we using? Well, today I'm actually trying this new brand, and I actually really like this new brand. I still have Kester solder, but I'm not using it at the moment. Ooh, my stomach's growling again. Well, that was it. And let's pull these out. Burr. Just one burr. Didn't see that I put this in the wrong slot. This goes one over. That was really clean desolder. God damn, that was good. Okay, me. Recently bought a new rolled Kester for dude. That's one of the reasons why I swapped, because Kester got really expensive. And honestly, I don't really know why. But yeah, it was kind of crazy expensive. Oh, did I turn off this iron? I did. How is soldering your first time? I mean, okay. Keep it a buck, guys. It's nerve-wracking. Soldering for the first time was super nerve-wracking. But it doesn't have to be nerve-wracking if you just take your time and not stress. Looking good. Getting little pyramids going on. Can I ask if Bolt or yourself will consider using the coffee patina weight for the pumice colorway of the manta? The short answer to this is no. We have our hearts set on the colors already, and we're not going to be offering customizable colorways only because of the sheer, like, we don't want to add cost to the process. We're already kind of at a point where we're like, all right, the board's pricey, and we don't want to add any way that we can add cost to this. So I hope that's okay. Really hope KBD fans brings another round of EC plates for the Agar. I think they want to. I just don't know when that's going to happen. Colors for me can also mess with the original vision. Yeah. Well, regardless, I hope you guys enjoy the colors that we picked. I don't know, man. I'm nervous about that too, if I'm being honest. I'm a little nervous. I hope people like the keyboard. I tried a new hydration drink called Quench. Kind of gross. Wait, why is it gross? I like hydration formulas. There's one that I normally get. I forget the brand name, but it's like a watermelon flavor, and it's so good. Thank you, Anato. I appreciate that. They're classy. Thank you, guys. Hey from YouTube. Hi, Boxster. It's a great keyboard. I would definitely buy it if I didn't win the Lara Jane. Which one's that one? Also, congrats on the win, bro. I'm not jealous. Maybe a little bit. Haven't bought a keyboard in 2 years. I'll be buying the Manta. Dude, thank you. We've been me and Bull have been over the moon about it. Like, we've, you know, it's one thing that I'm happy about it, but I think it's another that Bull's really happy about it, because Bull's a designer by, like, trade, if you want to call it that. So it's really cool to see him really excited about the project as well. If I hit a big win and get 4 autographed CDs, 2 of them are pretty old CDs. Oh, you hit a big win. For which place? We love Bull, we do love Bull. Favorite artisan makers? Oof. I'm not sure who makes artisans right now still. think prime caps still might be one of my overall favorites, like ever. I don't know if they're still making stuff. I think they are. Collector of hip-hop in general. Oh, I mean, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah, then. So, when you say you're, like, collecting hip-hop stuff, Flick, do you just collect, like, CDs and merch and... like, what do you exactly collect? I want to know. What's the deal? Alpha, if Alpha Keycap still does stuff, then yeah, I like their stuff too. Archetype's fun too, yeah. I like their stuff. Ooh, okay, we need to fix my posture here. I was looking at VODs in the Manta and haven't decided between the CF Granite. Oh, okay. I really liked the carbon fiber in the Granite switches. So I actually specifically sent that board exactly as is to Jeff. So to Geoff or what is Geoff? Scooped Bar. I asked him if he could install the granite switches onto the aluminum plate and then present that to you guys. I really think the aluminum plate and the granite switches is like one of, if not my favorite combination for it. So I think you guys will really like that if you're curious. Tips and tricks on building one, take your time. Also, like I was mentioning earlier, these aluminum plates, they need to be adjusted. So you want to make sure they're not like bent. They can be a little bit bent, like it's fine, but you want to just make sure like as you're putting this in later, I'll show you what I mean. But tips and tricks wise, nah, not really. Nothing too crazy. They only assemble one way. Don't use the standoffs. Those plastic standoffs, those are a waste of time. Oh yeah, the space skulls are fun too, Zanir. Yeah, you're right. Those are really fun. Getting there. What kind of sound does a tadpole mount give over a plate mount? Oh. I've always considered tadpole mounts to be like a not as aluminy top mount kind of feel to it. I've always felt like they're a bit top mounty, you know. Good piece of advice to save time on building it. If you throw everything on the floor with max strength, oh wow, it'll assemble into a Transformer's watch. Or like a Transformer's watch. Interesting. I'll give that a go one day for you. When I'm building your keyboard in it, we'll give it a go. I'll throw it to the ground and see what happens. I know you prefer to take the gasket under the 165 spacebar. No, the 265 I usually leave everything. But I guess in this case we'll see too. It's been a little while since I built the 265. What's better than Kester now? I've been using this Electrosol 6040. There's another brand I ordered that was also dirt cheap as well, but also really good. Shoot, I think it was Weller. Weller makes solder, and honestly, I did a test roll and it was fine. So it's not as expensive as Kester. I don't know why Kester got so pricey lately. It's pretty crazy. You should make that a sub goal? For which one, Crummy? What should I make the sub goal? If my spacebar makes a plasticky PCB FR4 sounding top mount. Wait, so if my spacebar makes a plasticky sound top out, how do I fix this? Which keyboard is it? Which switches? Which plate? What mounting style? Give me the deets, and maybe I'll figure something out for you. What's better, or Pocket Key, oh, I really don't there too. I just bought solder from my local hardware store, but unfortunately it closed down after being in business for 50 years. That's sad. I don't like seeing businesses close like that. Especially ones that have been there forever and have become like a staple, you know? It's tough times these days. If you guys ever can, just support local businesses and small businesses that care, obviously. It is tough. There's a lot of charm and goodness that comes from small businesses, I feel. You know? It's my Kohaku. My thought is the plate or PCB isn't straight. Sadly, wait, pause. I'm doing a lot of pausing right now. Shit. I don't know where it is in my Discord. If you go in the news section of my Discord, if you search Kohaku or something, or Kohaku spacebar, I have like this whole thing of why the Kohaku spacebar can sound weird. But it's in the Discord somewhere. I don't know if anyone can pull that up for Sadly. But it's an actual, like, there's a something that could happen with the Kohaku that can make the spacebar sound funky. How high are you on build with the how high are you on the Blue Ridge HHKB? What do you mean by that? Like, how much do I like it? The Blue Ridge was really good, man. It's just expensive, but also it's a very like niche designer product, so I'm not like upset about it. But yeah, it is really cool. Monopolies are lame. Yeah. Unfortunately, the pressure of big hardware chains and online stores is too much. Yeah, dude. I try my best to do small businesses and stuff. It's very rare that I order from like a huge brand. Even like camera stuff, I usually go to like mom and pop camera stores. The keyboard above is the ATA from Geist. Alright, this is done. The client also asked us to give some TLC to the caps lock, so if I see the caps lock's being kind of weird, I'll adjust. There we go. These late night streams are messing my schedule. Well, next week I plan to add a few more daytime streams, if that helps. Okay, so next up, we're going to readjust some of these because they did get moved around a little bit as we're soldering. Pretty important step for the Keycult here, honestly. Just kind of like pull, make sure the lines are straight on the plate. Let me wash my hands really quick as well. I see a post you made about the spacebar being bowed in the... That's it, dude. That's the one. Yeah, the Kohaku plate is like flimsy, bro. It's pretty flimsy. So if it doesn't sit properly, it makes a weird sound. No, it looks like brass, but according to the client, it's aluminum. Honestly, I think it is aluminum. I'm pretty positive it is. It almost looks like copper. It really does look like copper. But I trust the client. They said it's aluminum, so I'm going to go by what the client's saying. It's more orange? Yeah. Rose gold anodized? Yeah. Okay, let's start assembling some stuff. In case you guys want to see the solder too. I think it turned out really good. So nice.
Bro, where is the Wacker's Razor keycap puller? You got a new one or what?
Shortly. It's always on my desk.
The days just keep flying by. Hope you have a great
DNA,
one.
thank you so much for the tier 1. Shortly, thank you so much for the tier 3 as well, man. I love you guys. Thank you guys. That's very kind. Alright, least favorite part about the Keycult build now. Let's go. Is this the short cable? This is the short cable, so I think it's easier to install it like this and then filter it the other way around. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, God, why? I know. This is the real reason people send me Keycults, is they don't want to deal with the cable. Ain't nobody gives a shit doing that. Dude, I have never understood why they were so desperate to keep this short ass cable, man. It is the worst thing. Speaking of pullers, the new TX switch puller, the one that has wide sides. Have I seen that? Wait, that sounds interesting. These not magnetic screws. You know what though? I do like my Keycult. I have a 265 as well, and I love it. It's good. I do still think the 165 was my personal favorite board out of everything they've ever made. Okay, those are done. So let's plug this in now. Perfect. Now the tough parts. Screws go in first here, which I believe the screws we need to use are the small ones. So these, like 99% positive. Yes. Sorry for the huge link. Let's see. Also, thank you guys for the subs. I really appreciate it. Oh, nice. I have not seen this yet. I need to pick up a few keyboard accessories. I'm still rocking all the old stuff. Honestly, none of my stuff's broken though, so I haven't had a need to buy anything new. By the way, if you guys are building the Keycult, someone asked for tips. These screws go in first, which is another install quirk that I don't quite love about this board. I think it's kind of stupid to have these things go in first. It just adds to the whole screwless look, you know? But I personally never cared for it. Because now we have to tactfully flip this over. Install the cable this way. This is the easier way to do the Keycult. Now we're just gonna bend the cable, push this in. The Norbauer experience? I actually think this is the better experience. My mouse is the WL Beast X Pro. How does this sit again? This goes... Should just sit this way here. Oh, it's the cable underneath being kind of weird. These colors absolutely slap. I agree, dude. I agree. Oh my god, this cable. I may have to fiddle with this a little bit. Okay. You know what would be easier? Hold on, I'm gonna just do something really quick. Cable's crazy, I know. We could also just technically tape it down for the time being, but I also don't want to put tape. I like hate having to do that. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna install it upside down. So I'm gonna flip it over. So let's do like this. Put everything back into place. Hold on a second. Did the screw get a little... It did. I can't believe this thought crossed my mind, but I feel like a dude, this would have worked better a million different ways. Trust me, I have aired my grievances about the Keycult No.2 and the way it installs many, many times. I think it's dumb. I think it's a terrible way to install a keyboard. Trust me. Let's readjust these a little bit. Classic Keycult cable. Yeah, it's the only hang up really about this whole install in process. Like, it's already kind of silly, but then they go ahead and make it even more silly feeling by adding this like obnoxiously long cable, or not long cable, awkward to install cable. You know what? I think actually the top frame should go first. That's right. I'm doing this wrong anyways. Yeah, I'm doing this wrong. But it's okay. Been a little while. I know you're not into a specific type of keyboard, but have you tried or came across an Equinix? I have never tried them. Dude, I really hate how this looks here. Oh my goodness. This is being super annoying today. You finally get together and need to take it apart again? No, we're gonna be good. We're gonna cross our fingers that we're good first time. One time only. One time only today. We just give it one shot. Where did the other screw here go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing the screw. Where the hell did it go? Did it fall over? Makes sense to be honest. Well, let's put some stuff away first. Then we'll find the missing screw. What's the keyboard in the back? The ATA. Alright, where did it fall to? Screw. ATA by Geist. Indeed, that is the board. Huh? Must have fallen on the floor. Let's see, where'd you go, screw? Must have, I don't see it anywhere else. Gotcha, thanks. I soldered a board for the first time in a few years, and God, I miss soldering. It is a fun process. I'm sad that more and more people aren't into the soldering process, and it kind of seems like it's a it's kind of like a bummer, you know. Hello, screw? About to have a perfect dude. I've never damaged a client keyboard. Okay, never once in my entire life. Although this screw is becoming a little bit tough to find here. There's nothing even on my floor. It's just the carpet color. The carpet color is the perfect color for screws to get lost. Love-hate relationship with this thing. Dude, Zane, depending on how angry Alex gets, at what? Hey, where is this screw? My carpet swallows screws. Dude, it's so funny that you mentioned that, because, like, it's literally the perfect color for screws to get kind of lost in. I just can't commit to a switch, or heaven forbid a stab. Well, stabs you can tune afterwards. You don't really need to stress too much about stabilizers. Okay, one sec. I need to move something around here. Where did the screw go? Screw. Did it fall into the desk somewhere that I'm just not seeing? Did it get sucked into the case? I don't think it did. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe we just need to go back to cherry clip-ins. It's right under the thing. Oh my god, dude. Annie, don't get me started. Ooh, need to stretch my back though. That's getting a little funky feeling. It's right there, Alex. Bruh. Not these screws, guys. Not those ones. One sec. I'm gonna check the floor again. Bro, it's probably like right in front of my face here. I just don't see it. Maybe it's time to get a different color carpet. There's like nothing on the floor. I don't see anything. Oh, okay, let's get up. Zoom out and let's enhance. Enhance what? There's actually not much to enhance. Let's see. Let's look at the desk. Maybe it's somewhere here. It's just... No, it's not here. I'm not missing one, am I? I am missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing I can think of is 2 screws are on top of each other, which probably is the case. Let me do this. I think out of all the tabletops you would have had, this is my favorite. It's real wood, actually. I decided that I was a little over going with the IKEA. Dude, all the screws are magically here now. Oh my god. What the fuck? I think there was just 2 screws on top of each other. I know. Whatever, bro. I don't know what to talk about it. I also liked the cement look. I just don't think that particular tabletop, like the IKEA table, was super good. Actually, hold on. I want to... Believe it or not, this particular aluminum plate isn't the best right now. I want this board to be perfect. The thing with Keycults is they're already a pain in the ass to like install everything. let's make sure we install everything perfectly. Okay. All right, so next up is this. Screwdriver, where did you put you? So me and Annette were right, huh? Technically. Do I want to talk about it? No. Actually, I'll use this guy. Also, I want to point this out. This is a very smart idea to do, by the way. If you guys ever get Allen keys, do what Y did. They put, what is it, like tape? Washi tape? This is such a good way to protect your keyboards. Because while you're using these Allen keys, they kind of wobble all over the place and you can potentially scratch something. So this is a really smart idea. I fudge with this idea. Good idea to not scratch the hole. Exactly. I fudge with you? Don't start with me. Don't make me blush. You can scratch. What the fuck? Intense. Don't get me excited right now, bro. Have you tried C3 wires and cherry stabs? I have, a bunch of times. What? Huh? Just be gentle. Okay, you know what, guys? We're getting too sussy right now. Don't get too sussy. Everyone knows. Ooh, okay, we need to straighten our backs out a little bit. I've been terminated for less than that. I'm sorry to hear that, Annette. I really am, my friend. Trying to fix this Kohaku, I tried and it seems a little bit better, but I think the issue is the switch. I mean, it could be. Alright. Now, we still have to deal with this annoying cable, but at least we can try to do it this way. God, I hate this thing so much. Least favorite part, right here. Well, second least favorite part. Let's just try to like do this. First try. Nice. Is it this one? Pretty sure it's this one, right? Like a glove? First try. No, it's not. Is it this one here? It is this one. What's the small one for? Is this just for the oh boy, was that just for the screws in the daughter board? Small one for, oh my god, I forgot it. Oh no, this one here works. You forgot the DB? I put in the daughter board. Oh my god, dude. Oh, one of the screws got a little crazy here. There we go. Are there confirmed dates for the content creators to upload Mantex? Long story short, no. Just whenever they want to. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but... No, the client wanted 6.25U. 6.25U was the choice there. Take it all again? Can you imagine? Actually, changing my mind right now. I'm triple checking just because you guys made me say it. And then I think Y just said it in chat too. Does the Manta have a release window? Oh yeah, it's on the website. All the release dates, all the stuff is on the website, guys. If you guys are curious. Did you solder? Indeed we did. All right, keycap time. Here, we'll give you guys a little tour of the board. This is Y's Keycult. Looking phenomenal. Another little really important part about Keycults too, when you're done installing, we're gonna inspect this right now together. Make sure the weight, make sure all of this weight area, kind of tough on this one, is flush. See how flush that is? See how flush everything is here? Oh my God, please stop being weird when you're focusing. If it's not flush, the USB-C sits weird and all that stuff. So you want to make sure this all sits nicely. There's no weird like gaps over here. Even over here is important to look at. Okay. Let's put some keycaps on this bad boy. Actually, the client also said to be mindful of the caps lock key. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I think that goes there. Oh, dude, Olivia's a perfect set for this. Good job. How'd you want this? Let's see. Wait, where would this go? Do you want this in the bottom row? Why? Like this? Wait, no. Like this? Here? First time hitting up a live, been binging a lot of your YouTube videos lately, got me inspired to cop a Neo 80. Dude, I hope you like it, why? The Neo 80's a good solid first board, and I'm glad you're here hanging out. Really appreciate it, man. CVB. Damn, this is good looking, why? This is really good looking. I may change out your spacebar. I'm glad that we mil-maxed it. I may want to move things around on this. This goes here. Yo, Alex, finally coming back after a 3-year break of keyboards. You're where I used to hang out. Glad to come back. Dude, Ivan, glad to have you back, bro. Glad to have you back. Yeah, dude, I still like hanging out and doing keyboard stuff. It is fun. No, this goes over 1. Dude, the Polygon 7 is really nice, by the way, Iron. Don't think we need this. We need this. Okay. We're getting there. This is looking phenomenal, though, with Olivia. Oh, man. DHL's on strike right now, Flick. You're in Canada, right, Flick? I don't know if the Canadian strike is affecting more than just Canada, but got myself a raw Alu F1 8XV2 from the extras last week. So stoked to build it. Bottom row, code, alt, space. Okay, got you. A little different than I'm used to here. So this goes like that. Thank you, Y. Appreciate it. Dude, White, I really hope you enjoy your raw aluminum F1. That is like kind of a dream keyword of mine too. Congrats on that, man. Most expensive keyboard I came across? Are you talking like retail or aftermarket? Oh, I messed this up. Damn it. These all go over one. Just the great Holy Grail? Because yeah, I think that it would be the Holy Grail. It wouldn't be the Geist. It'd be the Titanium Holy Grail, actually. I think there's no... That's like a no contest type thing. I think that is the actual most expensive one that I've ever built. I do think the Geist comes close. Not this Geist, but the other Geist. Also, just want to point this out. Y is a scooped enjoyer. Oh yeah, you sent me the pink ones. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I was wondering. I'm like, I've never seen that before, but yeah, Y is based. Y is based. Scooped. Super based. Super, super based. And do you want the artisan over here? Is that where it was last time? Oh yeah, you did have that over there. Okay. It's a really nice artisan. Perfect. We are working. Dude, this looks really good. Let's unplug. Oh. Okay, imagine these two are black, okay? They're not pink. Imagine they're black. With... Okay, and again, dude, I don't know why my camera is... Is it pink for you guys? Because this is rose gold for me. This looks a bit more warm. This looks so good. This is... It's rose gold. Okay, you guys are seeing it then. This looks super, super good. Wow. All right, let's see how this sounds. I may swap out the spacebar. Let's see, let's see. I'm just gonna do a quick sound test here, but... Ooh. You know what? That's already, I mean... What springs are these? These are really nice springs. These are 60, oh, they're 14 millimeter. That's why they feel so, like, light. Oh. They're Cherry MX2As with 14 millimeter, 62 and a half. I think you wrote it down here anyways, didn't you? On the bag? I thought you did. One of these bags, this bag. Short spring enjoyer. Oh, it says right here. Yeah, that is a really nice feeling switch. I'm not used to that. 14 mil is very based. I haven't really used a short spring like that in quite a while. All right, I want to just try a few different space bars here if you guys don't mind me fooling around. So I'm gonna try one of my Cherry MX2As here, because I feel like the spacebar, it's really good already, but I feel like it could. Yeah, like I feel like that adds a little bit more of a pop to it. It's really consistent, which is really good from like left to right. Nixies? I don't think I have any more right now, but I just have those dyed ones, which are like very deep compared to the regular Nixies. Ooh, my stomach. Again, please. Tight plus stabs are really good, yes. NK Classic Blue here. Ooh, I kind of like this. Although I'd probably want to spring swap this. This feels too heavy from the rest of the board now. I'll give Y a whole bunch of switches that they can play around with. Very nice. This might be too deep compared to the rest of the board, though. Okay. Very cool. Very, very, very cool here. Let's go back to this one. All right, now this caps lock sounds fine. Well, actually, you're gonna decide why. Tune the left side of this, right side of this enter a little bit more. Everything else feels really good. Like, it feels super solid about this. Nice. Never heard of tight plus stabs. What's their deal? Tight plus stabs are quite unique. Tight plus stabs have this little hook instead of just a straight wire. And the way they sit inside the stabilizer housings, I think it's technically the least amount of contact you can possibly have with the wire and the plastic because of the way they hook into these. Which makes them, yeah, they're like fancy Co-Star stabs. And it has the exact right thing on that. It's fancy Co-Star. In my humble opinion, a very easy stab to get sounding good. These and night stabs are extremely easy to get sounding really good. Let's put this back. Actually, let's put some more switches in the bag here. All right. I'm gonna give you a few switches that you can play around with for space bars. You have an Obscura, a Nixie, a Gatorun Milky Yellow. These are all fully modded, and then some tight plus stabs. Enjoy. A Kiwi? I actually have a Kiwi switch. Wait, that's not a Kiwi. Never mind. I lied. Yeah, no, they're super good stabs. God, this is so pretty. I want to just like move some stuff off my desk now. Hold on. Relationship with Stabies ended. I've never cared for Stabies. Well, okay, sorry. I liked Stabies a little bit, but recently I've fallen out of love with them. Gator on Raw Zeros. Or Geo on Raw Zeros. I feel like I have used those. I feel like I have. Very nice. Very, very nice looking board. Yeah, this is a classy one, I'd say. Very, very classy. Very nice. Bam, that's so nice. Nice daily for sure. MX2As. I mean, you can't go wrong with Cherry. Cherry, aluminum, classy sound. You know, okay, I was a little nervous because I find with the Keycults, the aluminum bottoms, the Keycult No.2s sometimes can sound flat. I'm glad this doesn't sound flat. And it, actually, that's not what I typed. Okay? Boom. Nice. Flick, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Y.
But gifted a tier 1 sub to White.
Why are you happy?
26
You're bored,
gift
so I want to make sure you're
channel.
happy. Thanks for letting us watch this. Why? Yeah, this is a really fun process. It's always cool to get to build these. I'll take a whole bunch of pictures for you too. This needs some pics for sure. Actually, why? I'm curious. I know it's over a microphone in a video. Do you feel like this sounds different from when you had it as hot swap? I never got to try your hot swap one. So I can imagine not really. I feel like more it's going to be like the feeling of the switch. It might feel more consistent. But I'm curious if you hear anything different, like just off of the stream alone. One day I will be a sub. Super pretty board. Thank you, Rar. I appreciate it. If you have Olivia keycaps, please take a picture with black. Yeah, I do have them. I'll swap those out. I'll take a whole bunch of pics for you. I feel like they'll be better personally. I feel like long-term wise, you'll probably appreciate the solder more. I don't know. Yeah, their name is Rar. Long-term is better? Yeah. Damn, my knee is killing me. JQ, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Rar.
Q_ gifted a tier 1 sub to
Phoenix?
Rorschach_ink_blot. They have given 344 gift subs in the channel.
This is Y's keyboard. I don't think I've ever seen this color in person. I think this might be the first time I've ever seen it. How does it taste? Oh my gosh. So, if you guys want to see a closer... Well, here it is from the side. And then, if you guys want to get really close in... That's how that pattern looks. No, it's just aluminum, the bottom. I don't think any of these special Keycults had anything but aluminum, right? Because I think this is anodized aluminum with machining marks. I mean, it's super pretty, though. Again, I'm going to get as close as I possibly can here, but like, look at those machining marks. Some dust, but let's get rid of the dust and then go back to it. Yeah, like, I think this is a really rare, this is like not a rare color, but I think this is a really special color. I really don't think I've seen anything quite like this yet. Again, comes off more pink in person. My camera's not doing the best job at picking up, like this particular camera's not doing the best job of it, but It's very nice. This is the Fuji. I mean, I don't even know if the Sony's doing a super good job at it. Let's see. It'll focus eventually, I think. There we go. I mean, I have a lamp on too, so not really. Yeah, Teja would tell you guys to pose and he'd just take a picture like this. All right, though, guys. More pink to me? Yeah, there's more pink in it for sure. Very, very special keyboard. I do not like Hyperglides. I think MX2As are way better. They're just more full. Hyperglides, I feel like, are thin. It's like you really have to work at them to make them sound like full and bassy. All right, guys, that's pretty much the stream here. Let's go find someone to raid. Thanks for tuning in. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't think I am. Diego's live? Cool, let's go raid Diego. But I think tomorrow I am going to be off, and then we're back to streaming on Friday. Sunday I might do a double build, depending. I kind of want to do a personal board that I've been kind of meaning to get done, or just another variation of a board, so. I just don't know what I want to do. The Artisan infill matches, yeah, hard to tell actually. It might be a bit more of a saturated pink, but it's pretty close. Do you know how close the Event Horizon is to shipping? Honestly, Bob, no clue. I think they're dragging it out at this point, and I don't understand why they're dragging it out. It's kind of ridiculous. Can you do a little spin in the t-shirt? There you guys go. Any updates on the Manta? Manta will run August 1st to September 1st. That's when the group buy date will be. It'll be about like 4 to 6. I think Bull said about 4 to 6 months. We're hoping faster. But yeah, that's when it'll run. All the details are up on me and Bull's website now. Keycult with Olivia. What year is it again? True. True, I guess. Oh, man. All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Good seeing you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Love you guys. I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.